Hey guys, Friendshipper here. And you wouldn't believe how hard that was to me, like so difficult to achieve. Or maybe you do because you tried yourself. In that case, I'm pretty sure you know what's up. You know how hard that is. So, what I'm talking about is basically beating the Ice Maiden in solo as Viessa, okay? Very straightforward. I was able to place number 7. And funnily enough, there is no number 10 because only 9 people in the whole world have been able to finish that. And I was lucky enough to be one of these 9 people. So, yeah, very cool, right? My own platform and tool, but honestly, I would say I'm just happy that I was able to be there, to finish. As Viessa, she's like one of my favorites, so super cool and so fun, so challenging. I say just if you like if you like challenges and if you like to hurt yourself a bit, I'll be honest here, that was really difficult at first for a few hours. Give it a shot, okay? Give yourself a shot. Nothing wrong with that, huh? So yeah, let's just get into it. So okay, so what happened during those few hours of me playing and failing is I tried a lot of things, but ultimately, basically put many pieces together is how I would put it. So reactors, components, the gun. I'm showing everything to you guys, by the way, if you want to screenshot and if you do not want to listen to me for 10 minutes straight. Okay, there you go. Everything matters very much and every piece is necessary to complete the puzzle in some way, okay? So let's just get into it. So I went with absolute 0 after failing with every transcendant, including this one too. But I failed a little less, so I was like, hey, there might just be a hole there. This might just be the way to go. Okay. So the other reality is there is no content creator who put anything, anyone as Viessa. So it was just me, my strategy, my mind, and just trying to figure out on my own how do I beat this very hard mission. Okay, so just I had to base myself on whatever I thought was the best. So absolute 0, as I was saying, a bunch of cooldown as usual, but not too much, I would say. So MP conversion, nimble fingers, and the 6.1% extra from focus on chill. However, I do not have cooldown from here, and I do not have a cooldown from here either. Okay, so that's but to me it is perfect. I feel like cooldown is not. I would say it's part of the important stuff you need, but you don't have to 100% focus on it, okay? I think you should not. And you will see why, both during the gameplay and hopefully you get it from my explanations. Skill cost, however, is very, very important here. So strong mentality, maximize conservation, and what else? So yeah. And also here I have skill cost here as well. And on the arcade tuning, I went with a skill cost both here and here. So very important, I would say it's kind of key to have it. So the key are, I would say, a good amount of damage. So front lines, you might be able to get a better result by using emergency measures, but I'm not sure. I think both are quite strong, okay? But this might be better. Give it a shot, maybe you see for yourself, okay? So skill inside this, yeah. Then obviously focus on chill, front lines, and that's it for the damage, okay? Oh yeah, skill concentration, almost forgot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But there is some skill extension to help me a little, just so I don't have to spam this all the time. And also the ability number 4 does a bit more damage. There's a glitch going on, which is really cool. If the boss gets hit by your ability at first, it's even if he leaves, he still gets hit by the rest of the ticks from the ability. So I don't know why that's the case, but I'm very glad it is the case, I would say. So the overall strategy is basically to spam all of these skills, starting by number 4 and then number 3, then number 1, and then you usually spam number 3 again, and then you do use number 4 again as well. So a whole bunch of spamming, okay. And yeah, But before that, the main point is to destroy the weak points from the boss. You basically get something like 50 million damage within possibly, I would say 5-10 seconds, maybe even 5 seconds, by destroying the 4 weak points that the boss has. I think he has 5 total, but whatever. If you destroy the 4 main weak points, every weak point that gets destroyed gives you an extra 10 million damage whenever it goes boom and explodes, okay? So focus on that. So last dagger. I went with the last dagger that has magazine size for this, and I really think that was a very, very good idea, because I can pretty much destroy the 4 weak points in one row, okay, which is super strong and insane, as you guys will see, okay. I do use a little bit of restored relic sometimes, but I think this might actually be a mistake, and I think I should not use it. I really learned a lot during those few hours, because I had to be able to beat that boss with her. I had to, you know, it's like fight fire with fire, right? In that case, I think it makes sense. Yeah. So that's it for the gun. Oh yeah, I went with Polar Knight Auxiliary Power, ultimately, but at first I was using the combination of Ascending Armory Auxiliary Power for the skill cost minus 6.5%, and also Hunter Memory, so double 2 out of 4 for both to get cooldown and minus skill cost, okay. So yeah, now let's just show you guys the arcade tuning really quick and the inversion reinforcement. So I did not go with cooldown as I mentioned earlier. Extra ATK against Colossus, extra ATK here, and well, whatever. So, and then some critical hit rate is critical. It is. And skill critical hit damage, I think, is important too. So yeah, that's kind of the, oh yeah. Skill effect range, do not forget to grab that. This might seem little, because it is little in some aspect, but it is very important, okay? You do not want to miss, and this helps you get this extra tiny range to actually do not miss, okay? Alright, and now for the end, so inversion reinforcement. Extremely important arcade circulation tactic, okay? This is kind of key to spam number 3 and 4 often. Without this would be very different. I would not have been able to do whatever I was doing most of the time, okay? So use that, you need it. Fire focus round, extremely important with the last dagger, as you will see, it's key as well. So even inversion reinforcement played a massive role, I would say, during this whole run. And here I did not have that, I messed up, and I was using evolutionary cutting mechanism. I don't know why, don't ask me, but you should be using that instead, or extra health if you want to be extra careful, you know, why not? Oh yeah, the Reactor. I went, well, skill cost and ATK when attacking Colossus, and handgun weapon per class mounting. Perfect Reactor, in my opinion, okay? I think that's, you won't find any better. If you are running both Ascending Armory and Hunter, your mana will be infinite. Almost, really. Feels really, really cool. So yeah, that's it for the build, and thanks for watching. I'm still sweating from these hours, honestly, that was so tough, but hopefully you guys can use this video and also replicate what I did and kill that boss as well. Just rise to the challenge, Viessa mains, just come with me, give it a shot, you know, like beat that mission as I did. I think it's really worth it. It's really cool. It's like you make a whole build, it takes a while and all, but you know, like once you have done it, it feels so cool, so rewarding, okay? So yeah, that's my advice for you guys. And thank you, everyone. I recently put a pass, so the ones who know they will understand. So thank you again, and see you next video. Bye bye. Like and subscribe for more.
This could get